This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Rachel Fife.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Now, are you looking to find a senior living home or community for a parent or a loved one? Well, that resource may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Jay Miner, with Assisted Living Locators. Jay, how is it going?
Hi, Rachel. It's going great. Thanks so much for having me on today.
Well, we are excited to learn all about your business. So, tell us about your company.
Yeah, so Assisted Living Locators. I'm here in South Orange County. I live in Ladera Ranch, so I live down here. I love it. I get to work here. And what I do at Assisted Living Locators is I help people who are on the search for an assisted living or a memory care option for themselves or their loved ones. There's so many options to choose from. There are literally hundreds of, private board and care homes down here in South Orange County, as well as dozens of the larger assisted living and memory care communities. And so my job is to know which ones are the ones to go to. So I'll talk with my clients. I get to find out from them, like, what are their issues that they're dealing with? What kind of care needs do they have? What's their personality like? What things do they like to do? What's their budget range? And then kind of geographically, where do they want to be? And then I get to find out I match them up basically with the communities that actually make sense for them. So really, I become a research assistant for my clients. I do all the research. I make the phone calls. I find the availability. I set up the tours. I will take my clients to the communities to take them on the tours. I help them, navigate all of those, details and the options that they're trying to figure out, and then help them, kind of do the pros and cons of their decision. The beauty of this is that because I get a referral fee from any of the communities that my clients choose, all of that I get to do for my clients is at absolutely no cost. So I get to be a great resource for my clients and, kind of walk them through this process. And it's a free service for them at a time when they're going through an incredibly challenging emotional decision that can be really overwhelming. So that's what I get to do.
Now, gosh, how did you get into this business?
Well, I was in the ministry. I was a pastor for about 25 years. I was with a church up in Los Angeles. And then in the middle of the pandemic, everything was moving around. We came down here for a few years and served a church that was kind of in a transitional period. And then I felt like it was time to kind of do something else. I was feeling the need to step in a different direction. And I was, looking at different businesses to get involved with or different things to do. And actually, it was a career coach that I was talking to that mentioned this as an industry. I didn't know that a senior living advisor was even a thing. I'd never even heard of it. I wish that I had. My dad passed from Alzheimer's about 9 years ago. And so as an adult child, me and my brothers, we were trying to figure out, where do we put him? Where are the good places to go? We found somewhere and it wasn't a good situation. And then, so we had to move him. And I wish that I had a trusted resource at the time to walk me through that situation. And so when I heard about this as an industry, as a job, I was like, that's what I want to do. It just kind of really resonated with me. I love being able to help people, after years in the ministry. I love working with people. I love helping people through challenging, life situations. And so it just felt like a perfect fit for me, to be able to, step into this and help people in this moment. So I searched around. I was looking at different companies. Assisted Living Locators is a national company. We've got about 160 offices nationwide. It's a franchise model, and the territory here in South Orange County was available. And I jumped on it and was like, yeah, that's what I want to do, because this is where I want to do it. So I've been in the business now for about a year and a half, and I'm having a ball.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So what are some myths or misconceptions in your industry?
Well, first of all, I think a lot of people would feel like that for all the work that I do, that they would have to pay me for it on the front end. And so, definitely our generation is the Google generation, right? If we have a question and we want to do some research, we'll go to Google and start there. But I think one of the things that can be challenging for people is some of the larger online companies. If you start to do your research on Google and if you enter your personal information, what they do is turn around and sell that information to 10, 15, 20 of these communities. And then you'll start to get 10 to 15 to 20 phone calls a day from all those communities wanting you to come in and tour. And so in this particular situation, Google may not be your friend in helping you find a good assisted living option. Whereas somebody local like me who is here, I know all of these communities. I've been in them. I've got relationships with them. Like somebody local actually could be a much better resource for you while you're in the moment trying to do it. I think another myth is that it's just that it is out of the financial reach of most people, because some people will hear, "Oh, memory care is $20,000 a month," and so then they don't even search. Now, while there are places that do cost $20,000 a month, there's many more that cost way less than that. There's all kinds of different ranges for memory care options and assisted living options, and so I can help people navigate that kind of based on their financial situation and the budget that they have.
Wow, wonderful. So now, we know marketing is really the heart of every business. So, who are your target customers, or how do you attract them?
Yeah, I think that the majority of clients that I end up hearing from are adult daughters or daughters-in-law who are trying to take care of their parents or their in-laws. And so, the people that I'm trying to help are typically in their 70s and 80s that need help with, the activities of daily living, the dressing, the bathing, the toileting, those things. But often the people that are doing the work, the work to find those locations for them are those adult children. So I would say over half of the clients that I have are, adult children, probably people in their 50s, sometimes in their 60s, that are trying to take care of their aging parents. So where do I find them? Anywhere I can. I love to just be out in the community. I'm involved with different chambers of commerce. I'm a member of the Rotary Club in Mission Viejo. I'm just always out trying to meet as many people as I can and educate people on what I do. Help people to understand that this is a service that is available to them. So I advertise in 24-hour fitness. So I've got, friends in Ladera Ranch that'll be working out in the gym that see my ad in the gym. So I always think that's a good thing. So yeah, I just look wherever I can find people. I want people to know that I exist and that I can help them.
Wonderful. Have you ever thought of doing your own podcast?
I haven't. No. So maybe you can give me some tips and help me with that.
Okay. Well, now outside of work, what do you like to do for fun?
I really enjoy playing the piano. I was a professional musician in my 20s before I went in the ministry. I played professionally and kind of toured all over the world with different people. And so I still love to play. I've got the piano that my mom bought brand new when I was like 7 or 8 years old, the one I learned on. So I have that piano in my house now. And so at any chance I get, I love to sit down and be able to play. That's a lot of fun for me, and spend a time with, I have 4 kids, 2 of them still live at home. And so spending time with the 2 that are here, we try to do that daily, and we have a great time with them.
Wonderful. Well, Jay, please tell our listeners one thing they should remember about assisted living locators in South Orange County.
I am your local senior living advisor. I am familiar with this area and with all of the options around, and I absolutely love helping people when they are on this journey, looking for an assisted living or a memory care option for their loved one.
Oh, wonderful. How can our listeners learn more about assisted living locators in South Orange County?
Sure. My website is assistedlivinglocators.com/SOC for South Orange County, SOC. assistedlivinglocators.com/SOC. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. So in any of those places, they can reach out to me or call me 949-444-9055.
Well, Jay, I really appreciate you being on the show, and we wish you and your business really the best moving forward.
Rachel, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnporangecounty.com. That's gnporangecounty.com or call 714-941-8862.